All right. Okay, what's going on, guys? It is your boy Joel TFD here. Welcome back at again with a brand new review for you guys today. Today we're doing the Thunderbolts review, and honestly, I am very excited to talk about this with you guys. Before we get straight into this review, just want to say really quickly, definitely hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. It will really mean a lot if you guys can help me reach that goal, but we're also very close to hitting 900 subscribers. So if you're new and haven't subscribed yet, definitely subscribe. Anywho, let's get straight into this Thunderbolts review, because my gosh, man. Alright, first things first, I really love this movie a lot. I really do, honestly. Now, I'll be completely honest with you guys. Even though this movie is so, like, grounded and everything, you know, it was such an enjoyable film, honestly. And I feel like this is the first time in a while that Marvel has kind of inspired me in a way to kind of continue writing my stories, honestly. Because, yeah, there was projects here and there, you know, that kind of was like, oh, cool, you know. But, like, this generally made me kind of be like, yo, I kind of want to like make more stories and everything, you know. Like, obviously I'm writing my stories and everything, but like there comes days where I'm kind of like having a writing block or something like that, you know. And like obviously I know what I want to write, you know, but then like there's like stories that I want to build up in some type of way, and this movie generally helped me like inspire me to make more of those stories. But besides my stories, you know, this story was freaking amazing. I freaking loved it, yo. I love the whole like just the whole thing with like how they went about with mental like illness in some type of way, you know. It is crazy. I actually really liked how like this is literally a group of people that generally have issues, you know, and Bucky was like the only like sane one in some type of way, you know. And it's crazy to just like kind of see everything unfold throughout this whole film. I actually really freaking loved it, honestly. I will admit though, I feel like we could have gone more Sentry, but there's only so much he could do, you know, with the group of heroes that are just mostly for the ground, if that makes sense. Not like some cosmic level type of hero, you know. But still, man, it was so cool just seeing him kind of just like show up, you know. I'm about to head into spoilers right now, actually, so definitely if you haven't watched the movie, definitely click off. Yeah, I just gotta say right now, when that moment when Red Guardian saved that little girl, honestly, it was actually really nice until she got freaking pointed out. I was like, yo, oh my god. Like, everyone in my theater was like, oh, it was so freaking crazy, honestly. Like, I really love Sentry. I really love the Void. I thought it was one of the highlights of this film, honestly. Yelena, obviously, I feel like is another highlight of this film. Yelena, Florence Pugh. Man, and Ghost too. Oh my gosh, man. Ugh. Oh, they're both baddies, bro. They are both baddies, but I'll be completely honest with y'all. Oh my gosh. My gosh, man. I gotta. They're both. Man. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. I didn't bark. I don't know what you're talking about. Everyone's performance was really good, honestly. I really loved John Walker, honestly, too. I thought he was pretty cool, honestly. I like how his freaking shield got like squished and everything because of the Sentry. I thought that was so freaking crazy because the shield is basically made out of vibranium, if I'm not mistaken, right? So it's just crazy to see that the shield like Red Guardian, I thought he was funny as hell, honestly. There was like so many moments of him like just being funny as hell. I love Bucky too. I love that little side story that he had. I wish we kind of got a little bit more with him and Mel, honestly, because I did feel like there was something bigger going on with those two, honestly. Maybe a possible relationship, but I kind of like that they didn't really touch into relationships in this film, because it even felt like Yelena and Bob was supposed to have like this quote-unquote relationship, you know. Like it looked like they were kind of like forming a relationship in some type of way, you know, but it was more like genuine friendship, if that makes sense, with Yelena and Bob. But with Bucky and Mel, I felt like they definitely, like, especially in that scene where they were in, like, I forgot what it's called, honestly, but it looked like a museum when they had the Loki Spectre. It was so freaking cool seeing that, honestly. But when they were in that building, basically, like, it generally clicked off like a whole chemistry thing, honestly, for me personally. And I felt like there was like a bigger story with that, you know, but they decided to cut most of it out, obviously, because it's about all of these characters, you know. I really liked how we got each story with each one of them, you know, when it came to Bob touching them with the void and everything. I thought that was actually pretty cool, honestly, just seeing everyone's background story and everything. Especially freaking Valentina, man. I can't believe they killed Taskmaster like that too. I thought that was freaking crazy, honestly. Just the way that like they kind of just got rid of Taskmaster, you know. And I actually kind of like the fighting what's the choreography? Is that how you say it? I don't know how to say it, but you guys know what I'm talking about. I like her fighting style in this film a lot better than it was in Black Widow, in my personal opinion. And I felt like it was just wasted potential in some type of way, honestly. I will admit that the fighting in this movie, the action is crazy. I loved it, honestly. Especially when freaking Florence Pugh threw her knife, honestly, and it bounced off of Ghost and then it bounced off of the shield. It went all the way to Bob. I thought that was actually pretty cool, honestly. I thought that was like my favorite like moment when it was like bouncing, ricocheting off things. I thought that was so cool, man. But we gotta talk about these post-credit scenes, yo. First, Red Guardian, just in marketing, yo. I actually really like that he's more of like the marketing type in some type of way, because that's what technically Red Guardian was, honestly. It kind of just looked like that, you know. He was there to be popular. I actually really like that, honestly. And then freaking the last one, bro, 14 months later is crazy, by the way. I love the new Avengers logo. I'm still kind of iffy about it, but I do love it. And man, just them talking about like this like some space thing, honestly, is crazy also. And then the freaking ship coming down, and my initial thought, honestly, was that that's a thing that I generally did have an issue with this film, honestly. But I want to finish this end credit scene. The fact that the ship came down and all you saw was kind of make a slight turn, and it was the Fantastic Four logo. I was like, oh shit, bro. Oh my, that was a thumbnail, by the way. I was like, oh freaking shit, yo. Like literally, I was shitting brick now, joking, but still, I thought it was so cool that they finally confirmed something with the Fantastic Four with the Avengers on it. Like it's just so satisfying to see that, honestly. And it's cool because that's literally the next film, you know, and I'm very, very excited for that film. Like that post-credit scene in general really hyped me up. Now, the one issue that I would say that I had with this movie, honestly, and I feel like it's a kind of a reasonable one, is the fact that there was no like other cameos in some type of way, you know, like no cameos whatsoever, which I guess in a way I kind of like, you know, but at the same time, I wish we did have someone else in the film, you know, for like a small part, obviously. I think that was like my only issue with this film, because I felt like another hero could have showed up, you know. It could have been Hawkeye, you know, or it could have been Kate Bishop, or like someone that was like, well, maybe not Kate Bishop, because obviously in Daredevil Born Again they confirmed that they were in California, you know. The dad of Miss Marvel said that she was with friends in California, so maybe not her, but like still, I felt like we could have gone at least like Nick Fury or something, you know. Nick Fury being like the new Avengers. What the fuck is this crap, you know? Yeah, man, it's just crazy, honestly. It really is. I can't believe Valentina's like technically like the new like Nick Fury in some type of way. And it's funny now thinking about it like that. That is actually crazy. But yeah, the freaking new Avengers, I actually really like that they changed the name in the end, honestly, from Thunderbolts with the asterisk to the new Avengers, honestly. I remember a lot of people speculating it was going to be called the Dark Avengers, honestly, and I was kind of like, you know, not bad, you know. But the new Avengers, actually, I actually really do like that, honestly. And it's crazy because, like, I was saying this to my cousin because we both watched it, honestly. I was telling him because he still kind of is new to, like, the whole news thing, honestly, when it comes to Marvel. Like, he doesn't know what's coming up and everything. So explaining to him that, like, the King Dynasty movie was supposed to come out literally the same day as Thunderbolts, you know. And the fact that we didn't get, like, a quote-unquote Avengers movie is kind of crazy. But then Thunderbolts, bro. Thunderbolts came in clutch with the new Avengers title, and I was like, yo, technically we got an Avengers film. Even though it's not like the big, you know, Avengers, you know, it's more like the middle class Avengers, we would say. It's still freaking crazy to think that, you know. I was like, yo, you see what I mean? You know, it's cool. It's very, very cool, honestly, that they did technically release an Avengers film, you know? So it was funny just kind of like putting that two to two together. I was like, oh shoot, you know? But yeah, I think the one issue that I generally had with this film, honestly, was that there should have been a cameo of someone else, you know? But other than that though, I thought the movie was great. I really genuinely thought the movie was great. My rating for this movie now, I am giving this movie a freaking 9 out of 10. I would say a 9 out of 10. Now, like, if they resolve that issue with the cameo thing, I still wouldn't give it a 10. I would probably give it like a 9.5 out of 10. But just everything about this movie was so good. I love the message with the film, honestly. I feel like it's very important, you know, especially like with people that kind of deal with the whole mental stuff, honestly, with their mental issues and everything. Like, definitely speak out to someone, honestly. I generally encourage that, you know. I generally encourage that you talk with your friends, with your family, or with a therapist, you know. Genuinely talk with someone, you know. It definitely helps a lot when it comes to issues, honestly. And I personally need to find a therapist, I will admit, but for me personally, it's more like I definitely want to talk with someone, but it's not like a deeper issue than that. But I know that there's a lot of people out there that deal with like deeper issues and everything that definitely they want to talk about, you know. And I definitely encourage that you talk with a friend, with a family member, with anyone in general, you know, just to talk, honestly, because I feel like that's what this movie generally was trying to interpret for audience members, honestly, to generally talk about your issues, you know, and just don't let it bottle up inside in some type of way. I think the bottling up inside was more of the message, honestly, of this film, but they definitely do encourage to talk to your loved ones, honestly. And that reminds me too, man, that scene was so beautiful when they were in the void, you know, and they were all hugging Bob while he was fighting the void. I thought that was such a like a good moment, honestly. It kind of made me like be like, yeah, that was so wonderful. Like, it would have been a tearful moment for me, but it was a tearful moment, but I wasn't shedding tears. Again, I mention this every single time when I have a review over the 10 minutes, but you know, a movie is so freaking good for me when the review is more than 10 minutes, honestly. Like, I genuinely love it. But yeah, that is going to be the end of my Thunderbolts, the New Avengers, sorry, review. Hope you guys did it. I'm just laughing at my own jokes, bro. No one's laughing with me. I'm just laughing at my own jokes. Anywho, if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button, also subscribe to the channel if you're new. Again, we're very close to hitting 900. It will really mean a lot if you guys can help me reach that goal. Anywho, peace out, guys, to it. Enjoy your day. Make every day nice today. Everyone stay positive and be positive. Let me know what you guys think of the movie in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a positive mindset. Peace.